Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Deb and Scott Garden Talk Show. Our first guest from Old Navy, the Beast of the East, David Kosik.
Hey guys, how are you? Nice to see you. Hey there, nice to see you. Thank you so much. I'm thrilled to be here.
I am thrilled to have you back. Because before we started talking about transactional leaders, and Scott and I were just having a conversation about transformational leaders.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us your story?
Sure. You know, I think I started as a transactional leader. I think I was more transactional than a cash register, to be honest with you. It was about going into stores and visual and assessing. And whereas I thought I was training and coaching, what I was doing was leaving laundry lists, or here's what my expectations are. I don't know if I necessarily was coaching to high performance, but I had an awakening at Leadership 2.0.
And I know Leadership 2.0 had a plethora of information,
Sure
and I
did.
also know that the very next day you had a velocity of very high-profile visits.
I
Why
did.
don't you talk to us about that?
I did. You know, I was going to visit a couple top 100 stores, very important for our fleet, and I knew I needed to make a change within myself. And some of the key takeaways that I had as I approached this was recognizing within myself that I needed to stay curious. I needed to slow down a little bit. I needed to ask more questions.
So you wanted to kind of change your approach, kind of like teaching an old dog new tricks,
That's
David?
right. I have been called a dog a few days in my life. However, yeah, you're
Not me,
right.
though. I've never been called a dog in my life.
Excuse us.
Oh, God. Back to the question at hand.
Yes.
I mean, it really was about kind of recognizing the change within myself. And I even said to the leaders that I was walking with, you know, I'm going to be approaching things a little bit different. And I want you to hold me accountable to that because I want to ask more questions.
Yeah.
I started with one really interesting question, and it was asking the stores how they thought the store looked. On a scale of 1 to 10, rank women shop 1. And guess what? Uncomfortably, I got a lot of 5s, 6s. So instead of then saying, well, here's how we'll fix it, it was, how do we get this 5 to an 8? How do we get this 8 to a 9?
So basically solution-based
Absolutely.
answers coming from the store itself.
Absolutely. What options do they have?
Brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. And then by the end of the walkthrough, what we were able to leave with was, you know, an action plan that they developed to getting their store to higher performance. And then I have a better plan as to when I come back to be more consistent with my follow-up.
So my question, and I think Scott and I asked this too, what is David's follow-up for being a transformational leader?
It's sticking to the action plan. It is going in and asking the same question. Hey guys, last time you rated yourself a 5. Are we still a 5? What do you think we are? Is it an 8? Why did we get better? Or you know, God forbid, why did we get worse?
Simplicity, I love
Yeah,
it.
but the reality is, again, having them give options and solutions to lead them to high performance.
Well, I think you've taught us all a lesson about being
Certainly
transformational
has.
leaders
Yep.
and to driving results and leading high-performance teams. Thank you so
No,
much,
thank
David.
you,
for
guys.
Thank you,
coming
David.
back.
Bye-bye. Thank you, David. Good to see you.
Thanks for joining Garden
Good
Talk.
night.
Very much.